safe way to survive. Don't worry, I'll save your progress always. This game is a homage to a free game that came out in 2002, titled Sexy Hiking. The author of that game was Jazzuo, a mysterious Czech designer who was known at the time as the father of B games. And B games are rough assemblages of found objects. Designers slap them together very quickly and freely, and they're often too rough and unfriendly to gain much of a following. They're built more for the joy of building them than as polished products. In a certain way, Sexy Hiking is the perfect embodiment of a game. It's built almost entirely out of bound and recycled parts, and it's one of the most unusual and unfriendly games of its time. In it, your task is simply to drag yourself up a mountain with a hammer. That act of climbing, in the digital world or in real life, has certain essential properties that give the game its flavor. No amount of forward progress is guaranteed. Some cliffs are too sheer or too steep, and the player is constantly, unremittingly in danger of falling down its limit. Anyway, when you start Sexy Hiking, you're standing next to this dead tree that blocks the way to the entire rest of the game. It might take you an hour to get up to that by spending enough time. In that sense, every pixelated obstacle in Sexy Hiking is real. The obstacles in Sexy Hiking are yielding, and that makes the game uniquely frustrating. But I'm not sure Jazzuo intended to make a frustrating game. The frustration is just essential to the act of climbing, and it's authentic to the process of building the game without it. A funny thing happened to me as I was building this game. I'd have an idea for a new obstacle, test it, and it would usually turn out to be unreasonably hard. But I couldn't bring myself to do it. It already felt like my inability to get past the obstacle was my fault as a player rather than as a game. Imaginary mountains build themselves from their efforts to climb, and it's our repeated attempts to reach the summit that turns those There's no feeling more intense than starting over. If you deleted your homework the day before it was due, as I have, or if you left your wallet at home and you have to go back after spending an hour in the tunnel. If you won some money at the casino, and you put all your winnings on red but it came up black. If you got your best shirt dry cleaned before a wedding and then immediately dropped food. If you won an argument with a friend and then later discovered that they just return to their original view. Starting over is harder than starting up. If you're not ready for that, Like if you've already had a bad day, then what you're about to go through might be too much. Feel free to go away and come back. I'll be here. Alright, thanks for coming with me on this trip. I'll understand if you have to take a break at any point. Just find a safe place to stop and quit the game. Don't worry, I'll save your progress, always, even your mistakes. This game is a homage to a free game that came out in 2002, titled Sexy Hiking. The author of that game was Jazork, a mysterious Czech designer who was known at the time as the father of B games. And B games are rough assemblages of found objects. Designers slap them together very quickly and freely, and they're often too rough and unfriendly to gain much of a following. They're built more for the joy of building them than as polished products. In a certain way, Sexy Hiking is the perfect embodiment of a B game. It's built almost entirely out of found and recycled parts, and it's one of the most unusual and unfriendly games of its time. In it, your task is simply to drag yourself up a mountain with a hammer. That act of climbing, in the digital world or in real life, there's certain essential properties that give the game its flavor. No amount of forward progress is guaranteed. Some cliffs are too sheer or too slippery. And the player is constantly Anyway, when you start Sexy Hiking, you stand next to this dead tree that blocks the way to the forest. It might take you an hour to get to the forest. Deep inside, look at it, exploring the limits of your range, trying to find a way up. There's a sense of achievement in that level. There's obstacles in the once you've hit the correct method, just by spinning it. In that sense, every pixelated obstacle is obstacles in Sexy Hiking. And that makes the game unique. I'm not sure Jazork intended to frustration is just essential to the game. It's addictive to the process of building the game. Funny thing happens to me as I'm building. I'd have an idea for a new obstacle. When I think of all the times I've had, I already felt like my feel of as a player. Imaginary nothing of what it's our repetitive for all of my days. Set until they're immutable like a rock. And at that point, you can't change the world, not without breaking it into pieces and starting fresh with new ideas. For years now, people have been predicting that games would soon be made out of prefabricated objects, bought in a store and assembled into a world. For the most part, that hasn't happened, because the objects in the stores are trash. I don't mean they look bad or that they're badly made. Trash in the way that food becomes trash as soon as you consume it. Things are made to be consumed and used in certain. And once the moment is gone, it's gone. In the context of technology, those moments pass by in seconds. Over time, we've put more and more refuge into this vast digital landscape and now vastly outnumbers in our ways to use them. Everything around us is cultural trash. Trash becomes the new medium, the lingua franca of the digital age. Come with the dawn, casting light on the place, acting it out in our own special way, making our entrance and reading the lines, the story of people who live by the time. Monstrous mountain trains that are ash and into its a land with everything we ever thought of, grand. Shia LaBeouf banned stuff scenes on Live Leak, Facebook's got lifelike bots with unbranded adverts and candid shots of Kanye and Taylor Swift mashups, car crash epic failed GIFs, Russian dashcam vids, discussions of McRib, discarded, forgotten, unrecycled, muddled, rotten, untold. Everything's fresh for about 6 seconds, until some newer thing beckons. We hit refresh, and here's years of persevering, disappearing into the pile, out of style, out of sight. In this context, it's tempting